Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Angel Mountain, Farming Simulator 22. Let's get back to it. A lot has taken place since last episode. I did just try to record an episode and I got done and it didn't record. So let me get you caught up with where we're at. Let's go to our field out here. Out to the oats field. And we are starting to plant. I've turned this field over. So we've harvested all the oats. I've delivered most of those oats over to the grain mill. And then I've plowed it. I mulched it. Did basically everything. We're ready for planting. I've got a helper here. Let's get this guy going. Boom. And I've decided to plant clover on this field. So that, I believe, is a crop that's specific to this map. Maybe other mods use it as well. But clover is going to be useful to us for a few reasons, or at least a couple reasons. Let me show you what I'm thinking. If we go on the map here, we have, this is our main farm, and then kind of down the hill, we have these 3 apiaries. We haven't purchased these yet, but there's 3 apiaries sitting there. They're modded apiaries. Let's see what those take. We'll go into the placeables menu here. Production. Let me scroll over, see if I can find them. These are Old Man 102 mods right there. These guys take clover and they take containers. And these containers here, we are actually making right now, I believe at the carpentry mill. So we have these, we just need clover. And then we can produce wax and honey. So that'll be a product for us that we can sell and make money. Both of these, honey and wax, can be further refined into other products or used as ingredients for other products that may make us even more money. But these only cost 25,000 each, and it seemed like something easy we could get started on. The other reason I chose clover, if we look at, if I can find the Old Man Mill, you'll remember last episode, I think we placed that towards the end. It might be over this way. Have I passed it? No, here it is. Okay, the Old Man's Mill. We placed this last episode and we saw that we had coal, we have nails, we're producing planks, and we're actually producing steel as well. Steel at the Mammoth Mill, planks at our sawmill, nails at the Mammoth Mill, and coal at the mine. The only thing we're missing here is feathers, right? But as it stands, we can make these wheelchairs, and then over here on the far right, these are walkers. So we're currently making those right now at Old Man's Mill for selling. And we could make these feather dusters if we can just get feathers. Now, feathers come from, I believe it's a hen house. And that is a mod that is on the map. Here it is. This guy takes water, containers. Again, we're making containers. It looks like it takes chickens, and I'm not sure how we get chickens there. If we can just buy them at that building, we'll have to see. But this takes clover too, and it puts out eggs and feathers. Eggs might be nice for the bakery, and feathers would allow us to make those feather dusters and have a third product out of the Old Man Mill that we could sell and raise revenue. So that's basically why I chose clover. There may be other uses for clover if we dig in through here. Clover is a unique crop in that I believe it will grow back. We don't have to replant it. It'll grow back on its own. We probably still have to fertilize and roll it. We'll see, and weed it maybe. In fact, I may need to buy a weeder. We'll see what happens. I plowed that field, so the first crop is going to be weed-free. But that's one of the reasons I chose clover. And then with the oat field being kind of far away from everything, having issues with my helper not wanting to continue, we won't have to haul straw and everything from way out here. Let's get this guy going again. I'm having some squirrely issues here with my computer. Hopefully we can get this thing going. I have a couple uploads in progress, so I can't reboot right now, but we'll monitor this a little bit. We're actually about halfway through seeding this field. We can probably get a roller started too. Let's do that. This guy's all set up to do the rolling. Back him up and get a helper on this. And hopefully with luck, these guys will do the complete job. Unload this guy. Turn off that. We're not going to use course play. Hopefully we'll get by with just a regular old helper here. And this is the side that's seated. We're kind of working from the far side back to the side that has our silo. Oh, I've got a lot more room here. This is bigger than I thought. Also, between episodes, I did haul a fair amount of straw from out here over to the composter back at the main farm. So we have some compost we can make use of. We might get a chance to look at that this episode. Let's get a helper on here and see. Keep your fingers crossed that we don't run into issues. But we'll babysit it. We hop out. We should be fully good to go here. Yeah, yield bonus 100%. So we're going to be in great shape on that clover. And we'll see if we do. We may let this field stay clover for a few cycles. We'll just see. We have wheat growing on our other field. One of our tractors here is free if we want to use it, but look at the repair state. The thing is almost dead. Why don't we... yeah, we need to get this repaired in a hurry. We probably need all this other stuff repaired too. There is a mod. I think I have it installed. That is a remote repair trailer that we can go take out wherever we want and repair things with it. Might be a decent time to grab that. Where might that be? Miscellaneous. Here it is right here. Field service trailer. Let's give this a try, actually. Let's buy this. I've used this in the past. Standard. Tires look kind of cool. Glowing markers, yes. Strobe lights, sure. Main color, red. Let's make this guy yellow. John Deere yellow. JCB yellow. Yeah, let's do that. Rims will keep the same. License plate looks fine. $450 for the paint. We'll take it. And let's get in our jalopy and see if we can take this out to the field and repair all this equipment that's sitting out here rather than just taking the tractor back. Whoops, that was my jalopy. Let's get him. He's actually pulling a gas Bowser. Which we need, actually. So let's see. We're over here by the grain mill. Let's take a look at that. I think it's back this way, yeah. Not this guy, but the next one. Or no, one more. Here's our grain mill. In between episodes, I brought a bunch of oats over here. You remember last episode we brought fuel. I think it's actually burned through all the fuel. Let's take a look at our industry. Here's the grain house. Yeah, it looks like it's stopped. We're waiting on fuel. Pallets, we still have almost 21,500 pallets left. And we have 231,000 oats in here to process. And we've made 130,000 flour. While we have the gas Bowser thing here hooked up, let's go buy some fuel and drop it off and get the mill running again. Then we'll go stop at the dealership. Where's the nearest gas station? I think it's going to be that way, actually. Let's go the other way. We'll make a couple runs for fuel. It's going to cost some cash. Also, between episodes, in the episode I recorded, but it didn't actually record, unfortunately, I did sell a load of jars. Pretty large load. It must have been almost 30 pallets full of jars. And we got $90,000 for that. So we made our first money. I'm kind of bummed it didn't record. But you remember at the very end of last episode, we bought, I think, a sand mine. And so I loaded a bunch of that sand, 1 million liters of sand, into the Mammoth Mill between episodes. And it started making this glass jars, and we just sold some. So we still have a bunch of sand in there. We'll see that in a little bit. Let's reload this guy. Quick and easy. And get the grain mill going again. Now this particular truck, this old truck, I can't really do first person too well because it has us sitting on like the steering. We're like sitting on the steering wheel or like a little puppy up on the dash or something. It's kind of funny. I do like this truck. It's fun. Let's drop off this fuel and then we'll go pick up that repair trailer. That can actually be filled up with fuel too. It's a little slower, I think, to fill vehicles, but we'll do it. But for now, let's just get this guy running. It's going to take a little bit of time to drain. Yeah, so did I talk? Yeah, I talked about the hen house. We talked about the feathers. We're doing clover on that field. We need to go repair those trucks. The other thing we want to do this episode is pick probably a greenhouse to buy. We have compost being made. Quite a bit already has been made. Boy, wow, this thing's going to empty out super duper slow. So let's take a look at that while we're waiting to unload. Take a look at the greenhouses that we have available to us. Production, we have orchards. We saw up by the main farm that we have an olive grove, and we also have a vineyard. I think I'm going to try not to use these. I think they may be a little overpowered, right? Grapes are a very peculiar crop in this in Farm Sim. Requires special equipment, and it's a fair amount of work. I actually want to do that work, so we'll probably not use this mod unless we get desperate. We'll do our own grape vineyard. Same goes for the olive grove. That's got its own equipment, farm equipment and stuff to do normally, so we'll do that instead of using these, most likely. For our orchards, these we can do. We'll use these mods. And we might actually start with an orchard. These take some combination of manure, I think that's pesticide, compost, which we're making, and water. We'll need a trailer for that. But I'm thinking we could start making use of our compost here, and maybe this is the one we could do. Orchard number 1. It has bananas, and I think there's some things we can do with bananas. There's stuff we can do with all these crops. But bananas in particular, I thought, was one that has several places we can take those. So that's an option for greenhouses. We've got 4 to choose from. These all have different crops as well. Same inputs. So we could choose to do a greenhouse 2. This one's compelling, greenhouse 3. It has the strawberries. And we might want that for cakes eventually. So it wouldn't hurt to start growing those. So that's something to think about. Let's see, how are we doing on emptying fuel? We still have 800 liters. The other thing we might want to do this episode is buy the bakery. Right, we're making flour here. If we go to the modded bakery that we have on the map, let's see if we can find it here. Bakery Barn, I think it's called. Bunch of mines, refinery, that's pretty expensive. We'll get to it. Here's the Bakery Barn. Here we can make use of the flour. I'm hoping it's just flour and maybe pallets or something for bread. But that's something we are probably going to buy this episode. All right, we're finally done emptying out that fuel. Let's leave this guy here for now. And let's go get that repair trailer and take it out to the clover field that we're planting and see if we can't repair all the tractors that are out there, including the implements. And this is a pretty cool little repair trailer. Allows us to repair things out in the field. And it allows us to, I think, refuel. And you can refuel, I think, even methane. But we'll see. It's diesel. Might even be electricity, too. We'll see. It's been a while since I've used it. Our little vehicle here has plenty of fuel. We haven't been making too much use of this. Hopefully this guy can pull. Here's our little repair trailer next to the Krone Big M. We bought the Krone in the last episode. We haven't used it yet. It's another thing we need to get to. We have a lot of prairie around our 2 fields that we could be cutting. Right, I'm going to take this to the gas station first. Get this guy filled up, hopefully. Here we go. Filled up the truck too, incidentally. Okay, we'll go drive out to the field. Yeah, lots to do. Clover, once that field is rolled, will be done with that for a while. The wheat is starting to grow on our first field. We have $7 million worth of debt. And like I mentioned last episode, last episode that didn't actually get recorded, I did manage to raise $90,000 off of jars. So hopefully maybe this episode we can get bread growing, and we can take a look at the wheelchairs and walkers that we're currently making over at the old man's mill. Maybe sell some of those, see what we get. It's not going to be a ton of money. We're on hard economic difficulty. So I've got the challenges just stacked. Early morning, 4 in the morning. That must be the moon. I can't pan up high enough to see. We're starting to get at least a little light here at the crack of day. I put us on single speed. Eventually we'll sleep through the night. I was hoping to avoid those interest payments for our loan, our $7 million loan. But we'll take a look and see what that was. We did lapse over a day here, so we'll see what the one-day interest charges were. Hopefully it's not too crazy. Do want to start raising more money than we're spending and see if we can get that debt down. Maybe go 100 grand at, 100 grand increments, slowly work our way down as we buy things. Kind of force ourselves to reduce the debt before we buy. All right, this is not the road. Well, we could take that road, but we'll go straight through. All right, here we are way out by field 21. Got a bunch of our farm equipment out here. Let's see if we can get some of this repaired, and we'll try out this trailer. It's pretty cool, but like I said, it's been a while since I played with it. We're going to bring up the helper menu. Let's see what we can do with this guy. It's not showing anything, is it? Top out. I think we might have some menus here. Okay, activate service function M. So we'll hit that. Boom. Crack this thing open. And then, what else? There's something else here. Let's see what we got. Hide markers, deactivate service function, workshop, opened vehicle options are. Okay, let's go see if we can bring our tractor over. And I think we need to park in this area here. A highlighted area. Hop out. Now let's see what we can do. Workshop R. Okay, here we can do our repair. Oh man, 33,000 to repair our tractor, but it's dead. We need to do it. Boom. Yep. Oh, that's painful. Paint condition we're going to leave as is. I do have a mod that's kind of slowing that down, but it's still, man, gets chipped away at pretty fast. And I think there's another menu over here. Start engine, hit M. Okay, there's like a little generator here. And I think as long as that is running, if we pull over to this other side, see, we're fully repaired. Now we have a ton of fuel because we've been using workers, but I believe if we pull over to the other side, it might work on that same side. Should be able to refuel here. Let's just check, look at the cache up in the top right and see if we get charged. Hit R. We might have been fully refueled. But I think that's where we can refuel. Let's pull some of these implements in and get them repaired as well. Try to keep the maintenance up on everything. Pull this guy in and go to the back. Now we can repair this guy. Not too bad. 122 for that one. This, incidentally, I think is our lime. Or no, this is our fertilizer. I did have to get lime in order to prepare the field for clover. That one needed it. So between episodes, I bought another spreader and filled it with lime. In fact, that's only been used once. Probably doesn't need repair, but since we're doing it. $127 to repair that guy. And then our plow and our trailer. I think the trailer might have repaired that. Not sure. Let's see what kind of shape that's in. Yeah, that needs repair. We're going to spend some cash here. Whoops, wrong one. Oops, trying to back up. There we go. Pull this guy around anywhere. It just needs to be out of the way. Let's see if we can repair these guys too. Plow has seen a lot of work. $1,800, $1,900 for that. Paint conditions and destroyed. And this guy, probably same thing. We'll repair that one. All right. Get this stuff out of the way. Not sure where we're going to use this next. It's going to be a while probably before we can afford to buy another field. We'll see. All right, let's get the front off here first. That guy disconnected. I think that's most of the implements. Let's see if we can get the harvester over here. In fact, we could just leave this trailer out here. Probably will. And the jalopy for that matter. We do have a couple tractors out in the field. We got our seeder out there and our roller as well. Not sure how this one's going to work. Let's see if we can get close enough to it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Might be if we just back in, as long as we're touching the zone here. Repair that for 10,000 and repair this guy for 2,000. Boy, we just spent a lot of cash. Did that one take? Yeah, we're good. Both repaired. So we're looking after our equipment. This guy can go, and I don't think this guy needs fuel either. It looks to be in pretty good shape. Been having the helpers automatically refuel the vehicles. All right, let's shut this down, the repair trailer. Two things to shut off. We gotta shut off this generator. Where are you? Top engine M. That was really only needed for the fueling. Turns out we didn't do any refueling. Then we can shut this down with what? M. So not bad. We can repair our equipment anywhere on the map fairly easily. Let's check our workers and see if they've stopped. A little nervous. This guy's still going. That's our seeder, and our roller looks like he's decided to just stop mysteriously. I've been having this issue. Not sure what it is. I could switch over to using course play for these. That might kind of force them to do the job a little bit, but I'll just babysit it for the time being. All right, let's look at... Let's go to the bakery and see if we can buy it. I think we're going to need to do it. And where is it? Or is there even one on the map? Let's look. We got the hen house, Old Man's Mill. That's what we placed. Slaughterhouse, Wonderworm. This is all fish stuff. Clay mine, outlaws. That's for like whiskey and stuff, I think. Stone mine. This is the oil island. Grain silo, stone processing, train rentals. Don't know if there is a bakery on here placed yet. Grass dryer. We went through all that equipment by the main farm. It's not there. There's the apiaries. There's not much on the outskirts as far as industry. We may need to place that bakery. Let's see what's over here. Hotel, that's a sell point. Biogas. Eventually we need to buy that. Farmer's market. Gas station. Bowling alley. Hardware store. We just saw the hardware store. Or we didn't actually. Between episodes. Stop there. Dairy mill. Oil press. Sugar house. Spinning mill. Waterworks. All good industries. But not what we're looking for at the moment. Yeah, it looks like we may need to place it. We'll need to, I think we'll need to purchase land to do that too. Let's take a look. Farmland situation here. I wonder if we could squeeze it in on one of these little plots. Right next to the bakery would make the most sense, right? I mean, next to the mill would make the most sense for this. Let's visit that area and see... Visit here. See what kind of land we have available to us. Let's... Yeah, that's the grain mill. If we bought this land, could we cram in the bakery building? Let's see. Production. Look for that bakery barn again. I think it was this way. Bakery barn. How big are you? Not bad at all. Not bad at all, size-wise. Land is not owned, but we could buy it. Then is there stuff? Oh, yeah, there's a... We have to have access to these two sides, really. Let's see. Boy, it's hard to do this at nighttime. We could accelerate time a bit. What about right there? Right across the way. Just want the place to drop stuff off. There it is on the side. Oh, what's... Oh, that's where the final product's going to come out. And the dumping is on the side. This is the front of the building. Red. Just trying to see what would look nice. That looks like the back of the building, right? With the truck bays. That's the front, of course. Yeah, let's do it. Let's buy that little chunk of land and see if we can place this down. I know it's kind of hard to see at night. We could try to speed up time a bit. Let's see. I don't see the clock moving too much here. Let's see if we can get some daylight. All right, now we can kind of see what we're doing way, way better. Let's buy that land. This tiny little plot over here. We'll see. Hopefully it's going to make sense. Not very expensive. 23,000. Buy that. Boom. And let's see if we can get that bakery barn on here without having to cut trees down. Construction. Back to this guy. I'm thinking maybe right there. Right? We're going to have products to pick up in the back, and we can dump on the side here, and then the front kind of makes sense. It's on a road. Kind of like this idea right here. Boom. Okay, now the moment of truth. What is the recipe for bread? Do we need eggs, or can we get by with just flour? Let's find out. Okay, bread. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at all the stuff that we need for bread. Yeah, it's quite different recipe. Too much stuff. So I think that might be yeast or something here. We could look. Sugar, we don't have yet. Milk, we're not even close. Eggs. Forgot what that is. Pallets, fuel to make 100 bread. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do it. What else could... Yeah, everything takes the same... Well, not quite. Bagels. Yeah, oh well. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, but this is not going to help us. We could place one of the base game bakeries, and that would allow us to do it. But let's try and stick with the mods and the intended feel of the map. Unfortunately, we're not going to make use of that. It wasn't terribly expensive. Yeah, that's a bummer. Had I known what the exact recipe was, I wouldn't have bought it. All right, let's go sell some flour. In fact, let's look at the production on this guy. Do we have our little wrench? No. It's a little bit of a letdown, I gotta say. Okay, oat flour, we're still producing. Looks like we have plenty of diesel still. And we have 166,000 units of flour. Yeah, let's see what that's going to sell for. We can look at the bread too and see what that sells for too, to see what we're missing out on. So flour, we can get $474 for 1,000 liters over at the farmer's market. Bread is quite a bit more, obviously quite a bit more, but we're far from being able to produce that. Let's go get our trailer. This guy. Let's go sell some flour. We need to make money. And I think we need to go, yeah, this way. Yeah, boy, what a bummer. I was hoping it was just going to be like water and flour for bread. We could make some cash, quick cash. We'll sell the flour. We can always make more flour. But man, we got to get animals going for eggs, for milk, before we can make the bread recipe on this map. Boy, that's going to be a challenge. That's where we just came from. Let's go. This is where we want to be, actually. Let's spawn out those pallets of flour and see what we make from it. What we get. I'm looking for my little this guy. Let's go 24 pallets. That is a little more than half. Maybe it'll only spawn out a certain number at a time. We'll get these loaded up, and then we'll head over to the farmer's market, sell them, see what we can get. Oh, man. Yeah, that maintenance costs a lot of money, and then this unfruitful endeavor costs us a bit of cash, but we'll be fine. Load flour. I guess I can only do, what was that, 6 at a time? Well, 2. Yeah, 2, 4, 6. All right, we're loaded. Let's head out of here. And let's find that sell point. I think we actually just drove by it. Was that down here? Farmer's market. Yep, just south of us. Let's do it. Gonna take a shortcut through the grass here, probably. We'll finally make some money. Fresh produce. This must be the place. Lots of people walking through here. I'm not sure where we dump. We can look for collectibles too. I see one right now, actually. Maybe back here. One of these triggers. All right, there we go. We're starting to make some cash. We'll see what we get for this haul. Hopefully it's profitable. We did spend a lot to turn that field over. All right, not bad. What was that? Maybe 90,000 maybe altogether? Let's look at our finances. They're not great, especially since we just spent money on stuff, but we are making money. Like I said, I did deliver a trailer full of jars. So we've made 166,000. It's something, right? We're $700,000 in debt. Looks like our interest. Let's see. Loan interest here was 58.33. I'm not sure why this is 7010. Because we were at, I thought we were at exactly 7 million. And it looks like the debt's gone up by 10,000, but I'm not sure what that was. Anyway, all right, that's that. What else could we do? Let's go look at the greenhouses and see about delivering some compost into one of those. Let's get this guy out of here. Tell you what, let's find our trailer. I think it might be in the forestry area. Yeah, let's go head over there and switch out trailers. All right, we're back at the farm. Let's pick either a greenhouse or an orchard. Kind of leaning towards I'm not sure. Maybe the greenhouse, because it'll have the strawberries, and eventually we'll be able, now that we have the bakery barn, eventually we'll be able to make use of strawberries in there. Let's look at the production chains again out of the bakery barn. It's going to be a little while before we can make use of it, that's for sure. But cake here takes strawberries. Anything else? Oh, we need workers for some of these jobs. That's another resource I have not used before in game. There's a way for us to raise workers. We'll see. Just looking at crops and stuff here. Buns, that's the same as bread, I suppose. But yeah, cake down the road. Wouldn't hurt to start saving up some strawberries. We'll need sugar. That's going to be a while. Milk, again, that's going to probably be a while. I'm not sure what that is. What is that? Butter. Yeah, that's going to take a while too. Oh, man. But let's do it. Let's buy the greenhouse that has the strawberries. We can sell them if we want to. And let me just see which one that is. If I go to production greenhouses, we have 4 choices. And I think it's the third one. Yeah, that looks like strawberries there. And we'll see how this works. 90,000. So we want greenhouse 3. Let's hop out of here and find out which one is greenhouse 3. It's probably this one right here or the next one. Open this guy up. Greenhouse 2. Nope, that's not the one we want. We want the one right next door. If this goes well, we'll buy multiple, right? We'll see what these actually take besides the compost. 90,000. Oh man, let's do it. And let's look at the production menu on this guy. Okay, greenhouse 3. It has 2 recipes, and I guess it just kicks out everything here. Strawberries, pumpkin, cabbage, blueberries, dill, broccoli, and raspberry, and it's 2 million storage of each. So that's awesome. What do we need to supply? Water, compost, and we need to supply pesticide. We can, I think that's what that is. We can make this later on, but we're probably going to have to purchase it initially. And we're going to need something to transport water. Let's try this out. Let's try this out. Just out of curiosity, how much will it take? 2 million. Okay, this will take 2 million compost. Let's load some compost in. We have plenty of that. I don't know that we have 2 million, but we can get at least a couple truckloads in there to start. And our composter is right up here on the right. That might be the fill trigger there, right on the side. Yep. Yeah, we do have an olive grove, like I said, in a grape vineyard. I think we're not going to use those mods in this map. In fact, we could sell them and get that land back. I do want to try and use the in-game grapes and olives. Those are, they require some intense farming techniques and some special equipment. But I feel like I'm up for the challenge, so I want to try that. Looks like we're going to be able to dump real easy here. Here is the third one. Here's about 60,000 liters of compost. Let's do 2 truckloads of this, and then we'll see if we can find a tanker for water. This compost was all made from straw. From our oat field, actually. The one we're reseeding right now. Oh man, it's a bummer with that bakery. I was hoping we could be making bread out of our flour instead of selling it direct, but we'll catch up on all this stuff eventually. Hopefully, turn a profit. That fills up mighty fast. Eventually we'll get all the greenhouses and all of the orchards. We are going to have to go bring pesticide over. Hopefully it doesn't use a whole ton of that. Okay, while that's doing that, let's see if we can get... Let's see what's on sale. This is for slurry. Don't think we need that. Got a new tractor here. Low horse, 171 horsepower. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on the low horsepower tractors. And we have a combine here. Nothing special. What is this? This is a tedder. We are going to need a tedder. Let's see. The 8712. What is that? 8.7 meters. That's probably not big enough, right? Let's see what the other tedders are for the heck of it. Yeah, this is the one that's on discount. 8.7 meters. This guy is 17 meters. Not horrible. Would save us some cash. And this guy would save us a lot of time. What can we get it for? 16,000? 8,000. Half price. Let's buy this. Let's just buy it. Save some money. Not bad. We'll take it. And then we were really looking for things to transfer water. I think that's actually in animals. This guy will do water and pesticide. 32,000 liters. Let's go big for this. We saw that we can store a lot in each greenhouse. So let's spend the money if we have it. We barely have it. Main color. That's probably fine. Yeah, let's just take this. We're about to go into negative cash here. We're probably going to have to take another loan. Let's do that too. Before we go into the negative, we'll take out maybe another 100 grand. We'll take it up to, how about 77,250? That'll pass some time, and then hopefully we can start chipping away at that. Let's go get our tanker. Real quick, I want to see how much pesticide this will store, because maybe we'll buy some when we go pick up the tank, our tanker. Guessing this stores 2 million. Herbicide, yeah, okay. Yeah, stores 2 million. We'll buy some of that. Do I need manure? No, there's 2 recipes. One needs manure, and one will take compost. Good. Good. We don't have manure. Let's go pick to the dealer. And then we'll see if our water trigger works over here, and if it charges us money. I hope not. I hope not. But it might, and if it does, we'll be fine. We'll find a way. We need to get around to cutting grass, and then maybe bringing some sheep over. And getting that production going as well. We need chickens, we need cows, we need everything. But mostly we need cash. We are starting to produce some things to sell. Like I said, we have glass jars being produced. That mammoth mill is loaded with sand. And we're doing wheelchairs and walkers. We'll be able to sell those soon for some cash. We'll slowly climb our way out of debt, but we still have things to buy. Here's the apiaries I was talking about. Once we start harvesting the clover, we'll probably come by and buy those. They're $25,000 each. They're kind of in an odd spot, right? I think those apiaries can help certain crops. You'll get I think it's a 5% yield bonus for flowering crops. And I think that includes potatoes, maybe canola. I'm not sure what else. I'd have to check on the Farming Simulator's site. It does, I think it does mention which crops benefit from apiaries nearby. But yeah, we're probably going to spend some money on herbicide. All right, here we are at the dealer. Now I'm guessing we can transport that with this tank. This tank says it'll take herbicide. But we'll see if we can actually load up from pallets or whatever herbicide comes in. Is it in here? Not there. Pallets. Oh, here we go. All right, 2,000 liters. 2,400. Let's get... Yeah, 2,000 liters. Our tank can hold a ton of these. Do I have to buy one at a time? Do. How's that? What do we get? 5? Something like that? 6? Let's see if we can refill from here. I sure hope so. Boom. Yep. Okay, we'll load up on herbicide, dump this off into our greenhouse, all of it. We'll have to come back and get more if we buy the other greenhouses. Which I'm thinking we will. Soon. Might as well get these going. Hopefully it's profitable more than the cost of the loan to buy them. Tell you what, I think I'm going to buy a few more of these and load up, and then I will meet you back at the greenhouse. We might as well, while we're here, load this thing up. All right, I've got a tanker here full of herbicide. Let's go drop this off at the greenhouse, and then we'll see if we can get water in here. Find a water trigger. Cut all the way through here. We'll be making use of that silage bunker, I think, pretty soon. The greenhouse will hold like 2 million liters, but we've got 30,000 to get us started. And then eventually we'll be able to manufacture this herbicide ourselves. We can't yet. Get that loaded in. Let's look again at the production. Yeah, we just need water next, and we should be pretty good. It mostly uses the compost, which we have a ton of. We're going to get more straw from our wheat field, which is currently growing. And we have a ton out at the field silo out by field 21. We have more compost to make. And we need water. That'll be next. Okay, we're drained out. Let's see if our water trigger here on the farm works. I don't think we can dip into the lake there. The shore looks pretty steep. And then this first water tower, I don't think we can use just yet. I think that's for making water actually out of hydrogen and oxygen, which is kind of interesting. We'll get around to that later, but I think this one over here might work. We'll see if we get charged or if it's free. Hey, there's a collectible sitting down there I must have missed. All right, let's load up. Didn't cost us anything. Nice. And it fills up super duper fast. Let's head back. I guess we can circle the lake. That is good to see. So we have one greenhouse up and running. Between episodes up, well, we could look right now too. Want to see what it's going to take for us to produce that herbicide. thought it was the refinery building, which is about 380 grand. But I don't think it actually is. I think it's a different building. We'll see if we can find it here in a minute. Yeah, this will be easy to keep these fed. Especially with the water and the compost. Won't be a problem at all. Let's unload that, and then let's go into... Yeah, this looks like the water unloads a little bit slower. Let's take a look at the placeable productions under the Old Man 102 mods and see if we can't spot something that looks like it will produce... Oh, it's the fertilizer factory. Produce the herbicide for us. That one we may need to buy. Potatoes. I'm guessing this might be salt or something. Let's see. Salt and this dirt looking thing. Let's see if we can find what those are. Don't know if there's a better way to look this stuff up. I'm just looking for the icons I thought I saw. Silt. Salt and silt, right? For the fertilizer? Man, we're spending money, but we may want to buy that place. Let's take the truck. Between episodes, maybe I'll load up more water. Let's see the fertilizer factory. I think we're going to need to use that to make the herbicide. Look like maybe we'd use silage or something. Silage and silt. It's a little bit further down. One of these buildings. There it is, fertilizer. How much does this guy cost us? 55,000 for the fertilizer station. Tell you what. Let's wrap this episode here. I'm going to look and just see if there's a legitimate way for us to produce herbicide without using this. I don't think there is. I think you're meant to buy it in the shop all the time. If that's the case, then we will probably buy this guy. Again, if we look at that in the placeable menu over here, production, fertilizer factory, silage, salt, silt, water, and potatoes. Hopefully we don't need hopefully we don't need potatoes to do the herbicide. That's the main thing we need here. It wouldn't hurt. We could make seed and fertilizer. It's a little hard on a 16 times map to keep resupplying seed and fertilizer to your planters, and seeders. But we could definitely make use of this herbicide. We'll have to see what the recipe is. But yeah, I'll take a look or give this some thought between episodes. But yeah, not bad. What do? We sold some flour, made a little cash. We bought the bakery and learned that it's going to be a while before we can make use of the bakery, unfortunately. We bought a tanker, so now we can haul water and herbicide around. And then maybe most importantly, we bought the greenhouse. That's going to get us a good amount of produce. And more things for us to sell. Not too bad. We did take out another, I don't know, 250 grand in loans. But I honestly do think we're getting close to the point where we're not going to have to take out a lot of big loans, so we can actually start paying that stuff down as we get these production lines up and running. But yeah, we'll leave it there for now. This is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, please do give it a thumbs up. That will help this new tiny channel get started. And I really appreciate your viewership, and I will see you in the next episode.